And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Baltimore Orioles. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, Boog, it's a great day for everyone in terms of just the unity that it helped to bring forth within our country, and a lot of times that's done through sport. But for me, as a black player, when I think about Jackie Robinson and I think about the connection of such a great player and all of the adversity that he had to endure, baseball's hard enough just to play, but then everything sort of on the field, off the field, and how he persevered through that, so inspiring.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Starting on the mound in this one, Zach Eflin.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
The left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
And that misses. And here we go on Jackie Robinson Day. The pitch. Ripped on a line. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. To the right side, diving stop at first, throws it away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here's Jose Ramirez. Next offering is in for a strike. First and second, no outs. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Headed towards the corner. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That one missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Save!
He's in there, he's safe.
The first baseman,
So bases all loaded up. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
There's the strike at the knees.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
The 1-2. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Mullins has this one sized up, drops into the glove. Runners tag up from second and third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
And a swing and a miss.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
In the dirt. To second, and he's out.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, try to get into scoring position, but if it doesn't get away very far or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
Brennan on third with 2 out.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
That one misses. 3 balls and a strike.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. In the air, right field. Cowser on the move, and that is that. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Guardians 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod in this one. Tanner Bybee. What do you have on him?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA, and guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub 2s, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Popped up left side. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting second, the right fielder.
All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Next to hit, Colton Cowser. Pulls that one foul. Swung on, belted. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. A monster shot to right. And this game is tied. It's 1-1.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. Off the bat, it looked like it had plenty of distance, but there was just no telling if it was going to stay fair. I mean, he really hooked that thing down the right field line, but good thing that big pole was there to let us know. Could have very easily just been a long strike if he hit it out.
Left field, way back there. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Safely into second, he's got a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. O'Neill with a homer in his last game. Tied up here in the early going. Ripped, but it curls foul. Got him swinging.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Now here is Cedric Mullins, and that one lifted in the air center field. Thomas snags it, and that is the third out of the inning. Solo homer brings in one for Baltimore. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Oriole Park. New inning getting started. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Eflin back to work. Swings through that one for strike one.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
And that is in for a strike. 0-2. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here's Lane Thomas now.
Really strong hitting performance recently, working on an 8-game hitting streak.
Right through there for a strike. Thomas measures 6 feet even, 195 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. One out, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. And that one fouled off. Two out, space is empty. Hit in the air, center field. Mullins brings it in for the third out. We go to the bottom of the second, tied 1 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the veteran catcher, Gary Sanchez. Sanchez wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. Swing and a ball line to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. He went 2 for 4 in Sunday's game. In the air, left field, down the line. Kwan makes the grab on the run.
Man, this is pretty amazing. This guy's very efficient out there on the mound right now. Just 9 pitches in the first. He's got a chance to keep it to single digits again. Who does that?
Jorge Mateo now. This ball's chopped on the ground. Fires to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. That's in there. Strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Westberg makes the grab, and a quick out, number one. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan now at the plate. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. Fought off foul. That one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And that one is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Inside at 1-1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 2 down, nobody on. And they'll do it again.
He's done a great job getting the first 2 outs. Want to get this number 2 hitter, get back in the dugout, and face 3, 4, 5 next inning.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Guardians go down in order. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Still tied 1-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
You know, these Orioles, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Stepping in, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Man at first with 1 gone. So next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. He's already homered here in this one. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Yoder. Westberg.
Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. Doubled his first time.
Not a surprise he's off to a good start in this one, given he enjoys playing so much at home. Let's see if he can make it 2 for 2. When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. And the Orioles leave one. Score remains deadlocked at 1. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Nicely done for the out. And now Carlos Santana drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And there's a foul ball. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. That misses off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one lifted to left. Touches down, that's a hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. And into second with 1 away, that's a double.
Designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
Go ahead run on base. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Runner at second here, 1 gone.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The 1-2. Now this is in the air down the line. O'Neill snags it for the second out.
The batter, the catcher, Paul Naylor.
So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. Fouled off left side. Fly ball to right. Cowser. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. On now to the bottom of the 4th. All tied 1-1. Back here in Baltimore, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Tyler O'Neill. And a foul ball.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cedric.
And next for the Orioles, Cedric Mullins. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air, out towards right center. Brennan on the move to the gap. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
To third. Fires over to first. Inning over. Orioles held in check there. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Eflin back to work. Swinging a foul out of play.
You know, these Guardians need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one just misses. Going to count 1-2. That to right. Cowser puts it away for the out.
Now batter, the second baseman.
And the batter now, Gabriel Arias. Fly to center his first time. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Here's Brian Rocchio. And that's in there at the knees.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And it's fouled away. On the ground, right side, Mateo. And the inning is over. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece. Back at the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day. And now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Jorge Mateo, the next to hit for the Orioles. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. Singy, we're celebrating Jackie Robinson today, and what an honor it is for these players to have the chance to wear his number 42.
Yeah, just an iconic number, and to put that jersey on with 4 and 2 on the backside, it's got to be inspiring. These guys are honored and privileged to be able to go out there and play on a day like today.
To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade it out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead, they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get it out there.
Laureano comes up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Popped up, and a foul ball. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Gunnar Henderson, 1 for 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Fouled off. He was late. Mountcastle, the lead runner at second. Mateo at first. One gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. That should get the dugout going. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 4-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Colton Cowser. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Quan settles under it and makes the catch. 2 away now. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. Westburg, 26 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Swing and a miss. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jacob Junis preparing to come on if needed. Gaddis getting cranked up as well. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. On the warning track and hauls it in. Orioles get 3 on this long ball. It's now 4-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. In the air, left field, down the line. Nice grab on the run. And there's one away. And now, Will Brennan. 0 for 2 in this one.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The 0-2. This to third, and it stays fair.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Ramirez into box again, takes a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game. Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Brennan stands at first with one out. He goes down looking. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 outs. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Orioles 4 and the Guardians 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jacob Junis.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
The left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. And he'll be safe at first.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Trying to move him over here. On the run, throw to first. And he beats it. Everyone's safe. Gary Sanchez now. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Rocchio tossed to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And into the box for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
O'Neill at third with 2 away. And right back to the mound. To first, that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Orioles, but they lead it 4-1. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Now at the plate, Kyle Manzardo. Late swing, foul to the left. And that one ripped into right. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Throws to second, and it's a leadoff double to start the seventh.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Now the catcher up to hit, Bo Naylor.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And a foul ball.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
In the air, left field, O'Neill sizing this one up. He makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Wayne Thomas.
Here's Lane Thomas. Fly ball down the line, and that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, it's offline. The run comes in.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias.
Get on base here and keep building off this momentum. They're getting closer, but they still got some work to do.
First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Ground ball to the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. The throw to third. The tag out.
In this situation with a single to right field, the runner at first cannot try to make it to third. You've got to get back into this ball game, and every base runner counts.
So up next, Brian Rocchio. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. This one in the air, Mountcastle. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo. He swings and fouls one off.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates. And, of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Ball down.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one the other way, takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here's Ramon Laureano. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1.
Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Wow,
0-2
no
is the
fair
count.
right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And no one can get there.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So digging in, Gunnar Henderson. Certainly a factor in this one thanks to his 3-run blast back in the 5th.
Well, definitely one of the most impactful swings of the game. A big reason why they're working with the lead and looking to add to it right here, Booth.
Double play ball to second. Off balance feed, there's one. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Next for the Orioles, the right fielder, Jose Calder.
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
On the ground to first. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. And the Orioles leave 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Cionel Perez. Outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Not close with that one. And now 2-0. And that is out of play. The 2-1. Popped up. Reaches, but can't make the grab.
Now batting, the right fielder, Will.
And now the right fielder, Will Brennan. 1 for 3. In the air, right field. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
Now back, the third baseman, Jose.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
And things could change quickly here with 1 swing.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Tying run at the plate. In the dirt, blocked, and the runner holds. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Cowser ranging back to the warning track, makes the catch. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. There's the strike. That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something.
Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. One left for the Guardians. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Hunter Gaddis. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's the third baseman, Jordan West. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball is outside. Hammered, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Hit on the ground to short, sneaks through, base hit. And now two aboard.
Now batting, center fielder.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. And a sac bunt here. Grabs it barehanded, fires to first, and it beats him. What a play.
You know, I think barehanded grabs might be one of the best looking plays in baseball. It takes tremendous body control to bend down there, pick it up, and then get into a position to make a quick, accurate throw to first. It all happens in the blink of an eye. It's like a magic trick, but there's a lot that goes into it.
Here's Gary Sanchez now. Golden opportunity right here. Tap foul at the plate.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Way out front for strike 2.
No
Second
ball,
and third, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a weak ground ball to the left side. Play it home. He's safe. And they're up by 3. First and second, one out. Now, Ryan Mountcastle. Line drive. And that's down, a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. So up next, Jorge Mateo. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Tracks it down for the out. Runner tags from third. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. It's 6-2.
They had a chance to add to their lead right there, and they did with the sac fly. Nice job of getting it done. Really good execution with that at bat.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Hunter Gaddis gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Paul Sewald.
Paul Skenes.
Ramon Laureano, the next to hit for the Orioles. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's gonna find some holes.
Now a chance for Gunnar Henderson. And foul ball. Sanchez, the runner at third. Mountcastle at second. Laureano on at first with 2 down. There's a swing and a miss.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Hit in the air left field. Kwan heads after it. And that is the inning. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3 through 8 full. It's the Orioles 6 and the Guardians 2. Back here in Baltimore, and now the DH, Kyle Manzardo. Keegan Aiken comes on now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And that's a strike. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And just foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Nope.
Next one is off the plate, and the count is 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Popped in the air, left field. O'Neill snags it on the run. He's 2 outs away. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And the Guardians with 1 out left.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles take the series opener here at home.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And your final 6-2 as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long